Today, if you haven't noticed already, we're going to be talking to you about riffs and runs. Stay tuned. Okay, so it is Riffs and Runs Day. Super excited about today. It's our favorite thing to do as singers. Vocal agility is something that's like, whee, it's super fun. And we're gonna do one run and one riff that you guys can learn and use in any song that you wanna do ornamentation to. So we're gonna start with the run first. Here we go.
All right, guys, today I'm gonna teach you my favorite run of all time, and it just so happens that I did it in a voice play video. It was the first voice play video I ever did, and I'll probably never run like that again, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna teach you how to do it anyways. We're gonna do it my way first, and then we're gonna break it down.
Okay, and this is a 7-note run, by the way, guys, so if you count it, it's seven notes that he's singing. Go for it.
Now.
Yes, okay, 7 notes. If you back that up and count it yourself, you will find it's 7 notes there. There are 2 important things that he did in that. The first is that he set the top note. Notice how he didn't go now, because then it's a hot mess. Now. Gives your voice an opportunity to set the top note. I call it set it like Jello. Yeah, if you're in my 8-week course, you know what I'm talking about. You set the note like Jello, it sort of solidifies up there, and then you just literally bloop, fall off of it, and somehow all of the notes in between sound good. Now, there is the propensity for that second or third note after the first to be a little flat. So if you're gonna think specifically of any note past the first note, once you set it, once you fall off, you're gonna think of any note, it needs to be the second or third note in that run, okay? So it's da, 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 those 2 notes. Once you get past those, you're pretty much home free when it comes to perfectness of pitch. So we're gonna slow it down for you. We're gonna break it in 2 pieces so that you can learn it and then put it back together and sound like Coach J Nunn, okay? So let's do the na, 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 na first, okay?
Na, na, na.
Yeah, and so those are the first 3 notes, yeah? And think of it as like a scale. That's all you're doing. You're stepping down, right? Riffs and runs, and this one particularly being a run, it's simply that. You're simply singing a scale only in a different tempo. You're holding the first note and then you're moving off of it quicker. And that's what makes it sound different than just a regular scale. But when we slow it down and take it out of context, they're literally just step notes. That's all you're doing. It's not that complicated. So try it one more time.
Na, na, na.
Exactly. So that's the first. And then on tempo, the first 3 would be na, na. I'll do it without vibrato so you can hear a little better. Na. I still did it with vibrato. It's such a habit. Na, na. Okay, so you see I'm setting the first one and then I'm bop following off of it. Okay? Now, second half of it, na, 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 na.
Na, 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 na.
Good. Guys, do it with him again.
Na, 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 na.
One more time, and
na, 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 na.
Good. So now that you've got the notes in your voice, you're gonna go back and we're gonna go from the top out of tempo, nice and slow, and do all of the 7. Here we go, and
na, 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 na.
Good. Now once you have that, you're gonna go back and you're gonna hold the top note, still slower, but holding the top note, simulating the real time, and then drop off it. So na, 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 na. Try it, Ann.
Na, 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 na.
Right, so that kind of gives your voice that like faux realness there, like doing all the things I would do in the real-time run, just slower. Na, 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 na.
Na.
Or you could just pound your throat.
Nah. That's not exactly.
I think I've never seen that before.
It's a good party trick. Yeah.
I see that. I'm gonna steal it actually.
Nah.
What? That's crazy.
Nah.
Wow.
Almost.
That was pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, we digress. So let's speed it up without you cheating. And let's go full tempo so that you guys can sing along. Yeah? Here we go. And
now.
Woo! You sounded like you did when you did that. Almost.
Yeah,
Try it again. And
now.
woo! Nice. That was tight. Now do it with the throat thing.
Now.
That's crazy. Okay, so he's a freak of nature.
That's beatboxing. Shout out to the beatboxer.
Vocal beatboxing?
I learned that from a beatboxer. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to the beatboxers. Yeah. That's pretty dope. Okay, we're moving on to the riff that we're teaching you. This is step number 2, guys. Okay, so this is a riff that I like to do. And again, the difference between a riff and a run, guys, is that a run goes from top to bottom or bottom to top without any kind of wormy notes in between. But a riff can move notes. It can go up and then down and then up and then down and then land. Okay, so there's not as much of a strict rule as far as the direction of the notes is concerned for riffs. It can kind of go anywhere. But a run goes ah or ah, no movement or warming your way through at all. But a riff does the opposite. It goes oh. It can be different or oh, right? But I'm gonna teach you oh today. Okay, so we're gonna break it down into 2 parts. Oh is the first, so do it with me. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5 notes there. Okay. Oh, and then moving on. Oh, now that last part is more of a bobble than actual notes. You're thinking as you do it slower of the actual notes, but then when you speed it up to tempo, it's sort of more of like a suggestion. You really want to gloss through the last part. Oh, oh, it's really quick. So you don't want to be muddy about it. You do want to articulate the notes, but it's a little quicker feeling than the other part of the riff. So the first part, oh, one more time with me, oh, and then last part, oh, one more time, oh, all together, whoa, yeah, you want to do it quick?
Oh,
yes, yeah. So he's doing an octave lower, but that's awesome. So either of these 2 guys, we taught you a run today, a 7-note run, by the way, and we taught you a really cool riff that you can use in any of the songs that you're singing. You master these 2 and you're well on your way to learning more. We will be doing more for you that you can learn from us. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We love you guys. We're proud of you. Make sure you spread faith, not fear, love, not germs, be a blessing in a stranger's life, because that is how we change the world. And with that, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
And I'm hanging outside of